Hey everybody, my name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and today we got a brand new episode of Diving In, where I go headfirst into an artist's discography, analyzing my thought process from album to album. And today is the start of yet another artist we will be diving into, Arca. Now, I don't know too much about her as a person, aside from just what you can read on the Wikipedia page, and this great YouTube channel that I found that basically just laid out her life story. And, so I'm not just going to spend time repeating all that stuff and giving a big backstory, because I still don't really know. I just peeped that, gave me a bunch of information, and I'm ready to dive in. Now, aside from all that, I am very interested in her sound, especially right now. I'm riding this hard electronic wave. I'm just gonna keep going. All I've been bumping is Sophie, and I just need more of that type of shit, you know what I mean? I mean, more stuff obviously, but for real, from what people have told me, her sound is a crushingly dystopian, almost industrial mix of deconstructed club, IDM, wonky, harsh electronics, and glitch. Oh god, the glitch. She just announced her 5th studio album coming out this December, so perfect time. Let's dive in and go through the discography. This video will be about her stretch EPs from 2012, I believe. Next video being about her debut album Zen, and so on and so forth. Now, I decided to start with these EPs because they felt like the most accessible introduction to her sound, and I just find it best to go in chronological order when doing a diving in series. Also, I'm kinda intimidated by her albums, I can't lie. Everything I've heard about the sound and the feel and all the emotions packed into her sound and the artwork, yeah, like I'm kind of low-key terrified to dive into some of these. But we will get to those soon enough. Let's talk about these stretch EPs for a minute. I got a lot more than I was anticipating, but again, I feel like we've barely scratched the surface here. I won't get ahead of myself talking about her sound, because even though I haven't listened to the debut album yet, it's pretty clear that there's a drastic change in sound from her early stuff into that. There's a lot more experimental hip-hop feel to these tracks than I could have ever anticipated. It was a very pleasant surprise, but it had me letting my guard down for a few tracks, which we'll get to. Yo, hey, we're getting... Stretch 1 starts with Dignity, which grows on me every single time I listen to it. Its atmosphere weirdly reminds me of like a nightclub that hasn't filled up with people yet, or maybe it's late and everybody's left. I don't know, it's a vibe. Intriguing. Okay. My favorite track on 1 has to be Walls. Doep is close, but Walls is so captivating. The beat is so addicting, and the chords just bring it all into this new world while I'm breaking my neck bobbing to it. Okay. Turn this up, bro. Oh, bro. No, I like this. Oh, what? Oh. Bro, this beat is just off the wall. It's the deep vocals on Doep, though, and the whole atmosphere of that thing was, again, if I had any expectations, that's kind of what I was expecting her sound to sound like. Overall, Stretch 1 was a very good start, and I definitely needed to be eased into the sound, because Stretch 2 just takes that and runs with it. And man, it starts with Self-Defense. It's this dizzying experimental hip-hop beat, these bouncing, they sound like warped guitars or something, with these punchy kicks. It's just so infectious, and it hits you so quick. Oh my god, bro. There was a bit more of a hip-hop feel to some of the tracks here, especially Fortune and Broke Up. And Fortune, the clip sample had me all the way fucked up.
Clip sample?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
That's wild.
And if I'm not mistaken, the drums are "We Will Rock You."
What the fuck?
How the fuck does that idea even pop into a human's head? The track itself is very disorienting, with warped samples and drums seemingly coming at you out of nowhere, and it's really dope. It just had my head spinning. Now, the song Tapped In, I'm not crazy about. It is good and the melody is super dope, but the only part that really makes me go nuts is this. Bro, what the fuck am I doing? Something comes in around the halfway point, and at the start it literally sounds like an eagle screeching that warps into this lower chord progression. I could be totally wrong, but regardless, it pierced my ears, and I loved it. I love the airy UK bass atmosphere to a lot of tracks here, but something about the melody of Broke Up and the percussion just brings a lot more of that hip-hop flow, and oh my god. Like, my neck hurts at the end of listening to this song every time. No homes, I just be bumping. This is fucking me up, like, I can't even lie, this is dope as hell. What? Yo, this kind of rides, like, slaps. There's a lot of moments on here, especially on first listen, that just had me so perplexed. It really brought me back to that wonky sound from 2012 that just hits so hard, captivates you so well. Even if it is more serene, you're just fucking like, what the it's just trying to find words to But especially on Stretch 2, that sound still sounds very fresh, and with that added glitchiness and just the kind of abstract nature of the beats, it was just such a ride to listen to. Shit, yo. There's a lot of weirdly distorted vocals on both of these EPs that caught me quite off guard at first, but the more I listened to them, the more I liked them, and again, they were kind of what I expected to hear from her. And looking at the broader picture here, they may be the most unique aspects of these EPs. I adore the last two tracks on Stretch because they really end on a much more euphoric note rather than just continuing with that experimental glitch hop sound, and it just ties the whole project together so tightly. That sounds like some future Sound of London shit, almost. Wow. Stretch 2 is easily the better one in my eyes if I had to pick. As short as they both are, this one just feels so much more jam-packed with twists and turns that really take you out, and each song just feels like its own little universe that I just find so fascinating.
This is really good. All, like, just
So many sounds.
Our band's in this video too, though.
Like, I'm hearing so many different influences. It's insane. Overall, both of these EPs do still feel like she's kind of finding her sound. They're both pretty all over the place and have a lot of different vibes packed into them. But if they aren't fucking great, regardless of that, I feel like a broken record. I'm kind of saying the same thing I said about Grimes' first album in the video I just dropped. I just started the Diving In series on her as well. So I am head over heels with fascination for Arca right now. And as intimidated as I am about the next 3 projects we'll be diving into, I'm in there. Thank you so much for watching. Keep a lookout for the next episode where I dive into Zen, her debut album. And the next one is gonna be a ride, man. When I tell you I'm intimidated, like I'm terrified of that Mutant album, dog. From what I've heard, my boy literally told me, yo, that album is terrifying. I'm like, oh, sick. Can't wait. But I am seriously just head over heels with just anticipate. I'm just so intrigued. I'm in Arca's world and I can't wait to explore it all. Make sure you subscribe if you want to stay tuned. Join the Discord if you want to talk a bunch of cool music with a bunch of cool people. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.